Hi, my name is Kirsty, and this is my first YouTube video. um, the reason I've started to do this blog is because I am 13 weeks pregnant, and I just wanted to kind of document my journey. Also, and also be able to update my friends and family um, on what's going on. The reason I waited until I was 13 weeks to do it was because of, the risk of miscarriage goes way down after your first trimester. So, but yeah, so I am 13 weeks. I have had a blissful first trimester. I have had no morning sickness at all, which is wonderful and amazing, and I feel so blessed. But yeah. Um, I had a cold for about 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know. It lasted a really long time because I wasn't able to take Sudafed or Mucinex or anything like that. Drugs are just really bad to take when you're pregnant. Um, but I've been taking a lot of vitamins, which is funny because before I got pregnant, I almost refused to take vitamins. I was like, I I couldn't like get into the routine. I couldn't make it a habit. But now that I'm pregnant, I've made sure to stick with that. Um, so I've been taking vitamins for a while. Um, I'm taking the prenatal gummy vitamins, which are amazing and so yummy, which makes it easier to take the other vitamins. Because another reason I didn't like taking vitamins is just because I don't like pills. I don't like medicines. I don't like any of that kind of stuff. Um, Before I got pregnant, I didn't really see any point to it. But yeah, taking the gummy prenatal vitamins makes it easier because they're super yummy and they're like sugar coated. So, so they make it a little bit easier to go down. And then once I get those, started, I can then, all right, well, I'm already taking vitamins, so I might as well go ahead and just take my other supplements as well. Which I'm also taking iron because I'm pretty anemic. It's really bad. When I wasn't taking it, I was exhausted all the time. I was sleeping almost all day long. It was horrible. Um, like I couldn't make it to 2 o'clock without taking a nap. It was just bad. Um, and that was on top of sleeping in until like 10 or 11. Um, so yeah, it was just bad. But once I started taking iron, I was fine. I have lots of energy now, or at least a lot more than I ever had before. Um, but yeah, and then I'm also taking cranberry because for women it prevents UTIs, which are really bad to have during pregnancy, and it's also packed with vitamin C, which is really really good, especially since I had that cold. It was helping a lot. There's vitamin C in my regular prenatal vitamins too, but not as much. Um, so yeah, and I think that those vitamins helped make sure that my cold didn't get any worse than it could have. Like I was scared for a while that it was going to turn into pneumonia because it was bad. Ugh. Yeah, but but yeah, and then so yeah, um, we're pretty sure that I'm going to have a boy. My mom's kind of she's really good at guessing what kind of babies people are going to have. Um, for some reason, she's always just been good at that. So she thinks that I'm going to have a boy, and I also think the same thing because I had a really weird pregnancy dreams. I've had a lot of really weird pregnancy dreams, but this one I was nursing and it was a baby boy, which wasn't the weird part, but I'm not going to get into that. Um, I was nursing and it was a baby boy, so that's another reason that we think I'm having a boy. And if it is a boy, I'm going to name him Mathan Chase. Um, Mathan is actually a name from the Bible. It means gift of God, and it's actually Jesus' great grandfather's name through Joseph. So if you go through the lineage in the first book of Matthew, there was Jesus, and then Joseph, and then his father Jacob, and then his father was Mathan. And which is funny because you hear Jesus a lot, you hear Joseph every once in a while, and you hear Jacob a lot. But I've never really heard the name Mathan in America. And I looked it up, and it's an Israeli name, which is, I don't have any Israeli background at all. I am, let's see here, German, Russian, Polish, Hungarian, French, British, Italian, and I'm probably forgetting something. But I'm pretty much a whole big mishmash of white person. Um, my dark hair comes from my Italian side. And but other than that, and it's funny though, because just about everything, I think I am the third generation, in America. All of my, or no, fourth generation, I'm sorry. All of my great grandparents are actually they either were born and died in their country, or they, were at least born in their country and then moved here. So yeah, that's I've got a very big mishmash, but it's all very, it's not too intermixed. It's just really weird. But yeah, and then the baby is the biological father, who's pretty much just a sperm donor. He was a mixture of African American and Caucasian, so I don't really know much of his background. But yeah, so the baby is going to have a very big mix, which will be interesting. But yeah, a little bit about me. I don't remember if I don't think I've talked about that yet. I'm 22 years old. I am starting my own business, and I live in Pennsylvania. At the moment, I live in a not a big city. It's not like Harrisburg or Philadelphia or anything, but it's a city. I don't really like it very much. There's crime all over the place. There's certain parts of the city that I'm afraid to walk down the street after, noon, pretty much. I'm not comfortable here at all. I don't like the school system, and I don't like living here. And I would never want to raise a child here. So I am going to be moving to a small town in a different county. It's only about an hour away though, so I will still be able to be close to my mom. And once I get my business started, I'll be kind of commuting a little bit. Not a lot. I mean, I'll still be working mostly from home so that I'll be able to take care of the baby, which is excellent, fantastic, and I'm super excited about that aspect of my business. I am very excited to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, but also working, and providing hopefully enough income for both me and the child. But yeah, and but unfortunately, due to the fact that I am starting my own business and it's not, up and running really yet, I don't have a lot of income. So I've had to sign up for medical assistance, which makes me feel like one of those moms one of those women that just, they don't work just because they don't want to or whatever, and they just mooch off the government. Which I'm not trying to do that. As soon as I can afford it, I'll be getting real health insurance. But no, for now, I'm trying to apply for medical assistance, and being in the process of moving from county to county, I'm running into like roadblocks all over the place. But yeah, so I haven't been able to see a doctor yet for that reason. So I haven't gotten an ultrasound or anything like that. I haven't gotten any of the screenings done that you're supposed to get. But I've been, doing my research, and making sure I'm taking vitamins and making sure that I'm doing just about everything right that I can. Sleep habits, etc. Excuse me. But yeah, fortunately, my first trimester was amazing. Like I said, I have had no morning sickness whatsoever. It's great. And I feel very, very fortunate for that. But yeah. Let's see here. But yeah, I just wanted to be doing these videos for friends and family and anybody else who is either going through something similar or is pregnant or has any encouraging words to say. Leave your comments below. I love to see comments and reply to them. Also, video responses are cool too. But yeah, so I guess I will be updating here just about every week, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Have a great day.